What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome to the channel. So I used to make Turtle WoW videos. I used to live stream it. I actually did a leveling series. One second. I did a leveling series for Turtle WoW for a little bit, and then I stopped. And the reason that I stopped is because I stopped playing that character. I stopped playing the Warlock, and I started playing on this Rogue. I didn't want to really start another leveling series because I felt like I'm not very consistent. I'm better at just making random videos than I am. What are you doing, Fluff? Than I am at making these consistent, 1 hour long videos every day, stuff like that. But I wanted to get into the full explanation and reasoning as to why I have been seemingly not playing as much, not doing as much, all of that kind of stuff. Now, before we get too deep in the weeds, if you find yourself enjoying this content, enjoying this video, and you want to see more videos from me where I just kind of play games and talk, or just talk sometimes, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and, make sure that bell for notification is turned on. He has this thing at level 30. Wow. Impressive. I thought you had to be 40. Anyways, so if you've watched my live streams or you've watched my videos where I talk about my job, or financial stuff, anything like that, you know that I was going for a promotion. I kind of want to get into all of that and explain why, you haven't really seen me around and what's been going on. So first things first, I did get the promotion. With this promotion came many more hours, which is great. It's great for me, great for my bank account, not so great for my YouTube channel. But let's just start from square one. So I was a stay-at-home dad for like 7 or 8 years, and last summer, towards the middle, early last summer, so April, May, June, sometime in that area, I don't remember the exact date, I started working for Walmart doing deliveries. It was a Spark driver thing where I would go and I would pick up orders and I would take it to people's houses and deliver it to them. And the pay at first was pretty well. It was paying me enough to where I was able to go and finance a new Subaru WRX. And that was awesome. That was great. It made me super happy, because I've always wanted a new, reliable car, something that, I didn't have to work on every week, something that I could go and confidently put the key in the ignition, start it, and it would fire right up and I could drive. It's been a long time since I've had something like that or the ability to do that, so that made me really happy. However, the orders after about 6 months for Spark delivery started to go down a lot. And Spark delivery is very similar to Uber Eats or DoorDash, where your job is completely dependent on your ability to get orders and go and grab those orders and deliver them. So if you're not receiving orders, if you're not seeing orders in the system, you can't really grab them and deliver them. And that's what started happening. I started not really getting any orders. This is very confusing and irritating to me because, I worked really hard. I would work, 10, hours a day sometimes, a lot of the times, trying to make at least $100 a day. And it was fairly easy to accomplish. But what happened was the day before Thanksgiving, I crashed my car. And when I crashed my car, I had to take out about $3,000 in loans to get the suspension rebuilt. After that happened, orders just went down. I fixed my car, and I spent over 20 hours sitting on the application waiting for orders to come through, and no orders ever came through. They had completely changed the way that their system works. The algorithm was modified, and there was a new thing that was added where you had to actually be at the store sitting, waiting, in order to even see the orders populate in the app. So I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. I'm just going to go and get a normal job. So I got a normal standard job, and I was working part-time. I was working overnights part-time, and it was going really well, but I wanted more. I wanted more money. I wanted more hours. But in order for me to get more hours, I had to get into a position where I was making more money than my wife. That way, she was more willing to modify her working schedule. So I busted my ass. I worked really hard, and so February is when I started at Walmart as just an overnight stalker. Just stalking the shelves overnight at Walmart. February 20th, I believe it was. And now I am the overnight team lead at a different store. So it took me about 2 months to go, and I've had this position for a couple weeks now. It took me 2 months to go from just a normal, average, everyday stalker to being the lead position. I have keys to the store. I set the alarm. I run a team of about 12 people. I even have another manager that is underneath me that directly reports to me. So the goals that I set for myself of acquiring this position, I did actually accomplish them. Now, the downside to this is it is a lot more hours. It's a lot more work. It's a lot more work because I'm not the kind of manager that's just going to delegate everyone to go and do stuff and walk around and do nothing myself. One of the reasons that my team immediately gained respect for me is because I work with them. I work next to them, and I outwork every single one of them, just because that's the kind of person that I am. It's how I've always been when it comes to something that I actually care about. So it's good. Because of that, I really don't have the energy to play video games as much. I've completely stopped playing Dark Souls and Elden Ring and anything like that because I just don't have the time to sit down and play for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's just not something that I guess you could say is really worth it to me. But that's fine. For me personally, I just needed work, and I needed guaranteed money, guaranteed hours. With this new promotion, I actually obtained a $6 an hour raise, which is fantastic. Makes me incredibly happy because I was making a decent amount of money before, and now I'm making a lot more. I'm making enough to where I can actually get all of my debts paid off. I can get myself back into the green as far as credit card debts. My friends that loaned me money, which I am ever grateful for. When my car crashed, I was very upset. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what my next step was going to be. And I had a couple of my very close friends step in and be like, dude, just tell us how much money you need. We got you. We put money to the side for saving, but we know that shit like this happens, and we know that you're good for it. We've known you for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. We know that this is something that it may take you a little bit of time, but you're going to pay us back. And on top of that, I had to take out, some new credit cards to get everything taken care of, because it ended up costing me in total at the end of the day about $3,500, almost $4,000 to fix everything. I had to completely rebuild my suspension. I had to get new wheels, new tires, new wheel bearings. Everything had to be replaced. And with all of that, I was absolutely not going to be able to cover all of my bills doing the gig work. The gig work being Spark Driver. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I am working full time. I am still working overnights. But aside from working full time, I'm also spending time when I'm off work kind of planning, getting things set up for my team, figuring out what will work best for my team. I guess just planning is the best way to put it, because at the end of the day, if my team succeeds, that's my team succeeding. If my team fails, that's me failing, if that makes sense. My team relies on me to give them a solid game plan. And in just the short amount of time that I've been there, I've made drastic changes to the way that the store operates, because I went to a store that was not functioning properly. There was some issues with how it was working, what they were doing, and it was just process things. And I got those fixed. I got them fixed to the point where corporate is noticing, Fluffy, chill the fuck out, dude. Corporate is noticing my capabilities as management. My store manager is incredibly happy with the things that I've done since I've started there. And this is great, because it's not very often that someone's able to step into a new company or step in as a new employee and within 2 months make the kind of waves and changes that I've been able to do. And it's not even like I'm doing anything crazy, in my opinion. I'm just working hard and being tactical about how I lay my people out. If you lay your people out tactically, then it should be easy, but the whole issue is a lot of people don't necessarily know how to properly allocate their employees. You've got a group of people that most of the time know what they're doing, are capable of doing it, but they just need that guidance. They just need somebody to come in and be like, fucking Bob, go to aisle 7 and take care of this. Fucking Nancy, go to aisle 12 and take care of that. And they're, somebody that's going to tell them like, hey, you're doing great. You're doing well. Thank you for everything that you do. I sincerely do appreciate it. And then also being vocal about the fact that, yeah, when I have the bosses come and tell me how great I'm doing, I point them in your guys' direction. I'm just here allocating the jobs. Y'all are here actually doing the jobs. And that positive reinforcement is, I don't know, for me personally, it seems like a very simple, obvious thing to do, but the team has been begging for this for years. They've told me they've gone through 4 different people of my position, and I'm the best one they've had. I'm the one that's actually congratulating them. I'm the one that's actually trying to work for them and work with them instead of working against them. And my whole mindset about it is like, yeah, well, we're a team, we're a unit. Like I'm a leader, yes, but that doesn't mean that I don't see myself as being above you or better than you or anything like that. I'm just here to help guide you guys, to help make your jobs easier, because if your job's easier, then my job's easier. If everyone knows what they're doing, if everyone's capable of doing what they're supposed to do, then that makes my job easier. So yeah, that's really the reason why I haven't been making content, why I haven't been doing Turtle WoW stuff, why I haven't been streaming. I just don't have the time or the energy, really. I'm gonna try to start making some more of these like talking head type videos where I'm playing a little bit, talking a bit, Because like don't get me wrong, I love doing these videos. I love making content. But like if you guys saw the short that I made like months ago about my car having an exhaust leak, I've had the gasket since that weekend to go out and fix my exhaust leak. I've just been so lazy and tired and beaten up that I just did that last night. Like I just went in and actually fixed my exhaust leak last night. And like my car is something that I put a lot of pride into. It's something that I care a lot about. And like that's just an example of how, I don't know, busy that I've been just as a person with work and everything. But I am going to start trying to, no promises obviously, but I'm going to start trying to put more content out as far as Turtle WoW and, you know, car modifications and stuff like that. Because now I'm actually going to have the money. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit because I got to pay off all my debts. But I'm going to start doing modifications on my car. I have a lot of plans for it. A lot of the big plans coming up, more recent, are going to be cosmetic. I don't really want to get into the engine bay and do too much until my warranty is up, but we'll see how things go. I may start doing that earlier once the car's paid off, but I honestly don't know yet. As far as Turtle WoW goes, I've been playing this rogue. Because I noticed a lot of hardcore people playing with PvP on are getting murdered right outside of Orgrimmar. And I'm a very vindictive person. So what I've decided is I'm going to do the same. I'm making this road to basically farm people outside of Stormwind and Darnassus. And it's going to be great. Chill the fuck out, Fluffy. You don't need to be up there. Stop it. So it's going to be fun. You know, I'm working on a rogue, going to get the rogue up, and then going to start, you know, taking care of our issues from the Alliance side. I haven't really been playing the Warlock. I do like the Warlock still. It's just, Fluffy, what? What? What are you crying about? You're not getting in the closet. Or are you going to open the closet yourself? Not that like I dislike the Warlock or that the Warlock's bad or anything like that. I love Warlocks. But I'm pretty focused on getting this character up. That way I can take care of the Alliance scum. Anyways, that's what's been going on. That's why you guys haven't seen me. Expect to see me more. I'm finally getting into a more normalized, I guess, routine with things, which is great. And that should allow me to, you know, start putting out more content, start doing more stuff. It's weird that I haven't found any deviate scales out here, but whatever. Yeah, so look for me doing compilations here in the near future of going out and destroying a bunch of Alliance players, lobies, normies, everything in between. I'm just going to destroy them all. So like I said in the beginning, if you guys found this enjoyable, if you found it entertaining, click that subscribe button. I'll be putting out more content and we'll keep this going. Thanks for checking out the channel, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.